just pushed it. They trying to get it. They're trying to get it dropped before Last of Us. They don't want no competition.
Oh, really?
Oh, The Last of Us. Okay.
I have another pick, but
NBA Live.
Oh my gosh! Did you really say that?
bro.
NBA Live
I'm so
19.
tired. I'm tired of all.
Now, is you waiting on live, or you just want live to do better because you think 2K will do better?
No,
There's a
I'm
difference.
waiting on live because I think this year with the motion flow, graphics and everything,
Oh, they hit y'all with a new gimmick.
I'm just about to
it's
ask you,
gonna
what the
be
fuck
it's gonna
is
be nice.
motion.
A new
The
gimmick.
motion flow is well apparently they brought over the developer from Madden with their that does all their animations and stuff. And it's supposed to be that fluid level animation. And they got that main developer to bring that over into the new live game. So
Uh,
a lot of the things that people didn't like about live was that jerky movement with the
hey,
players. All that's supposed to be gone.
hey, they not gonna like that neither, boy. Did you see them Odell catches they put in the goddamn game? Everybody was doing them. Come here, bitch. Come on, you got it. Man, that shit was OP. Everybody and their mama was doing that animation. No, they gonna get it wrong. They
Yeah,
always
but with the
wrong.
running moves and the fluidity of your movements and your jukes, all that's supposed to come over, make it a lot cleaner. Your dribbles are gonna be well timed. It's gonna compete more with 2K. Maybe not as real time feel, but everything's gonna melt and flow into each other.
Listen,
That
listen. The only
that's
thing beating 2K is his animations and his microtransactions. They got too many series animations. When I throw it to a slash or a big man that's cutting, the damn ball should hit him in the goddamn chest and roll off his goddamn feet every time.
Every time.
Every time. The AI should not be like the Legion of Boom in the goddamn game. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, they be running nickel back defense every time in private matchmaking. They gotta give it to us. They ain't give us private matchmaking, man. I might be waiting on live too, Sully. What about you, Deal? What you waiting on?
Uh-oh.
Honestly, bro, E3 this year is probably the most underwhelming E3 I've ever fucking seen. There's a game that's I don't know if y'all seen it, but Chop had threw it in the chat like a while ago. I think it's in like alpha. It's called like Swordsman Next or some shit like that. I've been looking forward to that. I think it's in like I think it's on PC, but basically it's like the battle royale type gameplay or whatever, but instead of like guns and all that shit, it's kind of like old like Eastern Chinese type shit. So you run around with like swords and it's
Like
the same.
For Honor?
Yeah, but except in like a battle royale aspect. So
Okay.
since Fortnite and PUBG popping, like a PUBG Fortnite mixed with like a For Honor type like scenario.
Okay.
So basically more melee
Yeah,
side.
I mean they got like bows and shit on there too, but I mean like it seems a little like it's taking a twist to what we've been seeing with the whole battle royale, Royal Rumble fucking genre that we've been seeing for the past year and a half and shit.
Okay.
Cool. What you got? What you got, P? No police games.
Oh. I think I'm looking forward to this one's already out though. Spider-Man. I've always been a Spider-Man fan. I played all the Spider-Mans, and I'm interested to see what this one is gonna do, especially because they didn't try to drop it during the time that Homecoming was coming out, and they didn't try to put it in the same time frame with the movies like they normally do. They was like, all right, we're gonna leave this separate and do it after. You have some little keys and stuff from the movies, but they didn't drop it in tune with the movie. It's a separate thing altogether, and I've always liked the Spider-Man game, so I'm interested to see what they did differently in this one and how the graphics and the motions will play out with his web slinging, because generally they've always done it pretty well.
Y'all
All right.
mind if I praise God?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Heavenly Father,
Ted,
gotta repeat it after me, y'all.
Oh,
go ahead and tear that vegetarian sandwich up.
and take a bite of it.
Rude.
Take a bite of it right on camera. Oh, and nothing but lettuce and bread.
Don't come on, bro. Come on. It's all green, but don't make me open it up.
Oh, you better open it up.
Oh, we're trying to see.
I want you better open
If
it
you
up.
gonna eat on camera, we gotta at least see what you about to eat.
Got some lettuce, tomatoes, extra
Celery,
broccoli.
pickles.
Yeah.
What are peckles?
Peckle, yeah. What are peckles?
What are peckles? I ain't never heard of that.
I thought that was some South shit right there, bro. I scratched my head. Like, I'm gonna stay out of this conversation.
Fucking sound, bro.
What game you got, Jay Good?
I said
Wait,
Days Gone, but
Days Gone?
he said I only had one game, but fucking, I'm throwing another game out there. That little Walking Dead game, I'm looking forward to that shit.
Wait,
Oh
what's Walking
yeah,
Dead game?
that's a big game
The
you
ones,
talking about.
That made by Overkill, the ones that Overkill made the Payday and Heist games. So they make
Oh yeah, they
Listen,
definitely legit.
do I need to pull that up on the video? Because I didn't even know that there was a Walking Dead game coming out.
I mean,
Hey, I mean you can pull it up for the people. We can talk about it. I mean,
All right, I'll go look for it while y'all doing that.
yeah, I mean,
Overkill.
they got like 3 or 4 good little mini clip
Yeah,
trailers.
it's 4 characters so far that they didn't see that didn't show. They just released the other one the other day.
Oh, did they? I ain't seen that one.
Yeah,
Another game that I'm looking forward to is Fallout 76.
I just seen that trailer when I went on Twitch.
I guess it's gonna be hard. And they speculating that it's supposed to be like a survival game instead of like the traditional Fallout RPG. So if it's gonna be that, like, yeah, I can't wait to get a hold of that.
What do you mean by a survival? Because to me, Fallout was already a survival RPG.
it's like a PvP multiplayer survival now.
Yeah,
Like,
not like old school survival, but like new school, like
everybody like Fallout because of the story mode. Like they taking the story mode out and they pretty much making it multiplayer, giving you everything that you like about the single player and multiplayer. So they putting a twist on something.
So kind of like Ark and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, in a sense.
I don't know if I like that shit.
Fallout been proven to be more polished, so
No,
you gotta.
I like Fallout. I'm not clowning what is it, Bethesda, whatever they is. I don't think I like that fucking idea of them going the Ark route because I mean Ark was cool, but that should have died out quick, bro.
Do you think it's too many survival games coming out?
I feel like it's too many survival games and it's too many fucking battle royale. Everybody
Too many survival. Like, remember when the zombie era happened? Everything was zombie. Like, as you can see, Call of Duty still kind of sucking that zombie dick right now. Like, I don't know why.
So let me ask y'all this. With all the upcoming games and stuff that we're looking forward to, what do you think is like the lifespan or the longevity of a game now?
I mean, as far as a genre or as a title, like
Anything.
I think-
What do you think?
I think this battle royale shit we won't be talking about it next year.
Nah, I got a feeling they gonna keep pushing that shit. When it comes to developers, they even though we may get tired of it, they still gonna push that shit, bro.
Yeah, because everybody ain't gonna like pub. Everybody ain't gonna want to build. So it's gonna be another battle royale with a twist, and another one, and another one.
See how they prolonging these games is they're making them competitive. So like they got like a pro, they throw like a pro aspect into it to where you got teams and shit like that, and you got tournaments and there's events. So the shit is gonna bring in hella money, and it's also gonna prolong lifespan of games because like we're in this era to where like games is being treated like actual sports now. So that's how they taking these things that would normally be like a trend and making them into like concrete, here to stay motherfucking like genres.
Yeah, they making everything competitive now. So I feel kind of bad for the casual gamer. They just want to jump on and just play a regular game. Like everything is competition now. You get your goddamn head cracked, or you gonna rage quit.
I mean, but at the same time, it's shit. I always felt like it was supposed to be competitive anyway. Why would you get on a multiplayer game and try to play casual? That's my whole deal.
Well, that's why they need ranked and casual, like because there's some people that don't really care about being competitive. They just enjoy playing the game. They just want to jump on. Think about how many people play Call of Duty that's ass. A lot of them. Then think about the ones that actually take it serious, like it's life or death.
Yeah, and it's a complete skill gap when it comes to the people that play it like it's just life or death and the people that play it casually. Well, I understand that they should probably separate a casual and rank, but at the same time, you can't get on the game and then complain that you're getting your ass whooped if you're a casual player and you jumped on the multiplayer. I mean, what did you expect? If you not good at multiplayer games, then stick to single player games because you're not gonna have too much fun jumping on the multiplayer game unless you're playing with your friends and y'all all get your ass whooped and y'all can all just sit back and laugh like, "Hi, he killed me," and shit like that. But other than that, nah, I don't get your ass on multiplayer if you're not trying to be competitive in the first place because you're wasting everybody's time and you're wasting my time if you're on my team as well. So I feel yeah, if you're not catered to play to your maximum skill level when you jump on multiplayer games, then you shouldn't be playing.
Yeah, but some people good at certain multiplayer games. Some people good at a good IQ, like basketball. Everybody think they know how to play basketball. They don't. Because you got to see the pass before it happens. A lot of people be dribbling with the goddamn controller in their hand, looking down at the analogs, apparently, while they dribble.
Certain shooters I'm not good at all, but I play with y'all just because there's enough of us playing where I could just at least have fun because I'm playing with y'all as opposed to like when Metal Gear came out, I was in my bag, and then after y'all finished with y'all bag, y'all was like, yeah, we done with that. Me and Sully was like, finally a third-person game where we could just go ham. Everybody went ham for about a couple months, and then me and Sully rolled out the next 2 months by ourselves, and then that was the end of that.
Hey, listen, that game got a lot of play. Boy, but they threw that invisible class in there, boy. That bitch was whooping niggas' ass, slamming their ass on their head, boy. That bitch undefeated.
Look,
Can't
we,
see
I don't
that
even deal
bitch.
with the shooters. I remember when Ghost Recon, like when it first came out,
Oh, on
and
PS2?
I hopped in a match. Yeah, I hopped in a match. I don't think I lived more than a few seconds. Like I would spawn there, die again. It was ridiculous. I couldn't get into it. And the other games that came along after that, it's like I don't know if it's a skills gap or if people just level so fast that they get all the OP weapons. But it seems like if it's competitive, there shouldn't be an OP weapon. Like you should be able to use any weapon and be competitive with it. But it's like I don't feel like I find that in shooters, so I don't even deal with them.
Okay, let's talk about that shit for a minute. I got a problem with that type of shit. I feel like with the leveling system, it shouldn't be like that anyway. If you level up and you get a more OP weapon, well overpowered weapon because you got there faster, I think that's complete bullshit. So no, it shouldn't be
Right.
like that. No, I don't agree with that type of shit. So with that being said, I mean it should be a fair playing field. Like you remember the days of like GoldenEye and shit, or
oh
Heck
yeah,
yeah.
when the shit just that shit just you knew where the drops was. The first person that got there and got it, that's the person that picked it up. You know,
Right.
okay, well he got the gun. We got to go drop his ass to go get that gun. Like it should be more like that, but
Django, your mic muted.
I think you know. But yeah,
Yeah, I
uh,
know.
it should be more like that than fucking just. I hit level 50 first, so I get this fucking machine gun that you can't get, and the only way you can
Right
get
there.
it is to
That
hit
melt every fucking body. Right.
bullshit. Yeah.
And any given chance I have to succeed, and I might be doing good. I just need one more kill. Here comes that damn machine gun. Brrr. Now I can't get the machine gun because you needed 20 kills, and after 2 months I got 19 kills, and here comes this machine gun. Brrr. Now I got to start my whole journey for that machine gun over again.
See, but this is why I think like battle royale games are like so popular too, because it takes the grind aspect out of games, and it kind of caters towards people who got shit to do, who can't, like I said, grind to like level 50 and keep up with the pack. You can just hop on the game, jump down, pick up some weapons, and have a good time. You don't have to grind ahead of time, keep up with shit. It's no maintenance. It takes the maintenance out of gaming and all around and makes it a little bit more fun, like funner, especially for people who who work and go to school and shit like that. That's why those games are more popular because I don't have to. If I can play the game and I had a skill and I can shoot and I know the mechanics or whatever, I don't have to deal with the whole maintenance of constantly leveling to get new shit. I mean, and then they're kind of making a killing because like there's no leveling in the game, but they replace kind of like the leveling Well, I mean, in some of the games they do, but it's really not like there's no significance of it. It's just like an alternative to like the uh the microtransactions. Essentially, it's like, okay, either you could buy this hoodie or you can level up and unlock this hoodie or whatever. So I think that's what really makes the battle royale so like popular. It caters to like everybody. Anybody can get on and play it or whatever. It's not like you have to feel like, yo, I gotta pre-order this game. I gotta get on it day one. I gotta stay on it 10 hours so I don't hop back on the next day and I'm no longer having fun. I'm just getting beasted or whatever. So that's another reason why I think it's gonna stay.
But I kind of heard that's the route Red Dead is going. Like the
What?
people that
Really?
play it the earliest and level up the fastest gets the best stuff.
That's how it was on the first Red Dead. It was just like that.
You buy a certain package, you'll level up quicker in multiplayer, but it only lasts like a certain amount of hours or something like that. So it ain't like
Oh, you talking about the new Red Dead?
yeah, the new Red Dead.
Yeah, on
They
the
ain't really
old Red
they ain't really
Dead.
giving that out.
Yeah, once you leveled up, you got all the weapons
You get them a little quicker.
and shit. I'm talking about the old Red Dead. Like I remember, the first 2 weeks, there was somebody riding around with the zebra donkey. The zebra donkey, man, you had to prestige like 5 times to get it. Somebody had already had it, and he was just
Right.
around.
Yep.
He wasn't. It wasn't. I was like a beast on that game, so he wasn't killing me. It was just the fact that he was just running around and shit, and I couldn't catch him. So like that type of shit. I don't like that type of shit. But I mean, it didn't play a factor in the multiplayer though. That's the one thing I can say.
Right.
It never played a factor in the multiplayer, as far as like multiplayer team death matches and stuff like that. It played more a factor in the multiplayer free roam and shit while you just out.
Yeah. That's how they let you do it. Everything else gonna be cosmetic based anyway.
Yeah,
So that's a win-win.
cool though.
So are we talking about these like big franchise titles and stuff that kind of come back again and again, like the NBA 2Ks, the Call of Duties and all that, with things that have big communities? Would you say that the developers run that, or the actual gamers in the community run those decisions?
I think the
We
developers
just peasants. The developers own everything.
They make it seem like when we say enough or enough people do a bunch of different things that they'll make changes, but they're generally, I think, in like a one-track state, and they might pick something that you said that was, oh, well, that's something easy we could do. What they said over there is kind of hard, but if we get two, his idea and his idea, which is really small, we can fix it without us having to change too much and it not costing us that much money. We'll do those two things. But what they are talking about right there, that would cause us to have to do a whole week work of the system. We definitely not going to do that, even though that would make the game better. We'll just take 5 of these small little things that, you guys could do over the weekend real quick. Add those in there, and that'll be fine because it'll look like, we actually did something.
So basically, you're talking like how 2K be treating motherfuckers.
I mean, we stay getting patches, but what are the patches for? Other than breaking something that wasn't broken, that is now broken, only to patch that to get that to working halfway, and then break 2 other things on the side and fix something that we didn't even know was broken because nobody was using it in the first place.
Hey, the only patch they did, which was worthless, they fixed Michael Jordan tongue. Ain't that a bitch?
And they also gave when Lonzo Ball got his hair cut, they did a patch to cut his hair.
Man, listen.
And they did it immediately. He came out of the barbershop on Friday. Saturday, his hair was cut on the game.
Listen, don't make no sense, yo. We still fucking laying it up, and the fucking ball hitting under the rim. Why they can't patch that shit?
And there was a patch that said that they were fixing that. And remember, we was like, okay, we don't got to worry about that. We did it like 5 times in a row. Like, so what was that patch for that said that they would stop us from doing that? That now shows that it ain't fixed.
Listen, a lot of games like Battlefield and Call of Duty gonna have to really step their game up because Sony about to get a lot of ports next year for real tactical shooters like Rainbow Siege, like and better. So they can't be nickel and diming the consumer because once a real hardcore gamer get a hold of a real game, first person shooter or third person that's coming from PC, like They can't just be throwing out no whole ass zombies and no goddamn jetpacks and kill streaks and shit like that. They go for Battlefield and Call of Duty. Like they gonna start jumping in that territory, and it's gonna be real bad. They gonna have to start really thinking about the consumer and not just as a developer. I want the most money I can get. Like that's kind of what every developer doing right now. Let's make the most amount of money with the least amount of work. A
I
lot of
always
this,
wondered, like how they went about their market research when they're coming up with these different games, like battle royale type thing. You know, is that just a concept that a developer came up with and said this is great, this should improve gaming, or did they actually, you know, were playing games and they heard that's kind of
this
a
nigga
can of the
done off.
well, nah, it's a copycat lead. Hell, if you see EA make an extra $3 million just off microtransaction, and your game ain't got none shit. Well, guess what? When I make this new game, I'm gonna put microtransactions in my shit.
I'm gonna
Because
have hella
clearly
microtransactions.
Wait, Bill, wait right there. You got
Dill,
something.
you got
y'all
some
buying
white
it, we
stuff
buying
on
it.
your lip. There
Shit.
you go.
Why not?
But bust right in your face. It bust right in your face. When you was over there.
Well, hey, your girl must have ran home, boy.
Well, he's over there looking like a hamster over there off camera.
Bro, I'm trying to eat.
Hold on, I'm trying to wait. I'm trying to.
He's grabbing that pro, boy.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to the guy.
Hey, she kept the comb in place though, so kudos to her.
That's how she was feeling, man. With that pick, boy.
I'm here.
That's how she was directing his head with the comb.
Wait.
You know it. You know it.
Hey, I got that commercial queued. It's the first time y'all asked me to do this, but I got it on
Run
there.
Run it.
No, I wasn't done. Don't run it.
Oh,
Don't run it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my personal opinion, I feel like us as gamers, we actually run this shit. We just don't know we run this shit.
But that's just like black folks. Hey, that's like black folks as a whole.
I mean, yeah. No, for real. But, I mean, because let's take for example the what's the Star Wars game? A lot of motherfuckers spoke out on the Battlefront game, which made them change that shit. But
Well, yeah, see, Star Wars is a whole nother lead of its own. Like these is movie fans that's coming on.
those fanboys on that.
okay, but I'm saying as a whole, as gamers, if everybody were to come together like that, then motherfuckers would have to change the shit. If everybody in the 2K community was like, this is bullshit, we're not playing this game, and everybody stops playing the game, money stops, they have no choice but to switch up and be like, okay, these motherfuckers not playing our game, we're not making no money, so we have to do something in order for them to start playing our game again.
See, the thing about that is only a select few that actually care about what's going on in the game.
Yes,
You got, let's say out of 100,000 motherfuckers, we got 70,000 that don't care. They just like the game. They playing it with their friends. Then you got the rest of us. We complaining, but that ain't really putting a dent in their pocket. You know what I mean? People talk shit about 2K. It's still getting played. Mamas and daddies is still buying their kids VC. Kids is still getting their credit cards, putting that shit in, making new characters. Got about 20 characters, playing at the park, calling each other little nigglets. Listen, that shit not gonna change.
Hey, off topic, bro.
You're talking about passive versus competitive, because people that just want to play the game just to play, you know, they don't really care about the major changes that affects the competitive players.
No, I understand that. What I'm saying is, the question was who runs it, developers or gamers? Of course, the developers are running it now, but the power is in the hands of the gamers. It's just that we as a community cannot come together to tell these motherfuckers, stop making this bullshit, fix your fucking game.
Listen, because they prey on the people that they know that's terrible in video game. Listen, why I gotta work hard to play this video game when I can be like Jay Sully over there with a lot of money. Listen, here go another $50, make me great.
That's right. If they take that,
you see what I'm saying? You know how many people in the world like that? Motherfuckers don't even like waiting at a traffic light.
No, I'm
not even saying about the money aspect. I'm saying more of the game period. I'm not saying, okay, we're gonna use Sully for example. Sully throw $100 at a fucking game, right?
After he bought the game.
Right. He plays the game, but he still has the same issues as everybody else. I'm saying, okay, you have an issue with the game. I have an issue with the game, DLP. We all have an issue. As a community, we'd be like, all right, 2K or whatever game, like, this is some bullshit. We're done with this. If that money train stops, they have to immediately evaluate and fix that shit.
Right? But what Django's saying,
But
if Sully's still paying his worth plus our worth in the game, they're like, they lost 4 people, but Sully's still paying 4 people's weight in the game constantly every time you play
No,
it.
that's not
but
gonna
then
happen.
then I think it goes to the game mode too, because
I don't play
I'm
none
I'm
of the games.
I'm gonna use 2K as an example, or
I feel like we're giving
I'm gonna
2K
use
so
2K
much,
as an example
too much of a fucking
because
spotlight.
I know we are giving it too much
Yeah,
of a
that shit
spotlight.
is
So I'm gonna switch over to something old school. Let's go DC.
okay.
So so DC had different each each game has different game modes and they're catered towards a certain audience. And I think they might do that to split that decision within the communities itself so they can't have just everybody say, yo, this is BS, we need to change this. Because like in DC, there was the casual person that just wanted to play PvE and just go fight and do repeatable content all the time and get their marks and go up. Then there was the other side, which is the more PvP and competitive serious side, where things were broken to the point where people left, but they didn't care because they're making so much money off of the other side that it's not even worth it for them to fix it. And with that division within the two modes, it's like how do we as gamers really get past that to a point where it can affect the change by the developers, unless that's their real money making mode.
Mm.
I
See what I'm
mean,
saying?
yeah, I understand. I understand completely what y'all are saying. What I'm saying is we still the developers run the shit, but that's only because we as a community can't come together and just
Make
say
them
fuck
do
it.
something. We'd have to
Right.
force them to make a difference. Other than that, they are free to run a complete muck.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like if I'm playing a game and I'm playing against P and he getting his ass whooped and he like, man, this game is bullshit. The first thing I'm gonna say is, oh, you just getting your ass whooped. That's the only reason you're saying that. Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the division lies. That's where the split lies. But if we're playing a game and instead of me saying you trash, you just getting your ass whooped, you're not playing a game, instead of like, no, I'm having the same issues that he's having. I'm just having a better game than him.
Mm.
But the issues still lie right there. Then you be like, okay, well, you having the same issues. I'm having the same issues. I'm having the same issues as well. Then everybody be like, okay,
That's got to
we're
be
all
something in
having
the development stage
right.
of the game.
So what would be your best solution to go to the developer pockets if you had one solution? Is it
I would say it has to
is it
start
Twitter?
with
Is it what is it? Is it post? Is it viral post? Is it this jaw jacking platform that
I
we have right now? What is it?
say it has to start with like a platform like this where there's strong voices in the community that can be heard to like make a change. Because if you're just a normal community person, yeah, you can complain about it all day, but if you're not recognized, you don't have a following you to actually put pressure on them, they don't care. They're not gonna listen to you.
You're like, who is that? No, don't worry about him.
Yeah, I agree with that shit. Just imagine like, okay, like all the people that play 2K on YouTube that get all the views and shit like that because people play 2K.
Right.
If all the motherfuckers be like, hey viewers, we're gonna stop playing this fucking game, and then the viewers be like, you know what? Yeah. All those if everybody come together, then they have to make a change. But until then, the shit will never fucking
Because you'll
change.
see one or two of them get invited to the E3s or
Uh,
to the conferences or whatever for the game. You be like, wait, what? Yeah, because
Right.
they're trying
listen,
to get the
that's
voice of
Free,
people.
get a free pair of shoes and shit. And just, I love this game, and then 2 weeks later, be like this game is fucking trash. But you love the game at the time because they cater to your they cater to your needs. Like come on over here and play the game and shit, get all this free stuff. You know,
listen,
dance for daddy basically is what the fuck they be telling me. So,
facts.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, listen.
go.
We gonna come up with a segment Trash ass game Thursdays. You a terrible motherfucking game. We on your ass. I'm
They
letting
Trash
you know that now.
ass
It's on that list every Thursday.
every
What game?
Thursday. Whatever it is. Trash ass game Thursdays. Golly, we done started one.
Hey, boy,
Listen,
we about to get a motherfucking cold ass cease and desist, bro.
we about to dissect that motherfucker so bad.
Said
Listen,
cease and desist.
and I want all my family gaming family crew. Hey, I want y'all to tweet that shit out to every developer that just even wrote on that damn game. If you took a picture in that damn game, listen, you getting this shit too. You knew that outfit wasn't sweet when you took a picture with his ass. I know Dill got to go through a lot of that. Them hoes looking like monkey suits, and he got to tell them they looking good. Keep snapping.
Yep,
Because
keep
they
snapping.
paying. Because they paying.
Now fuck out that man business, bro.
He said that's why he
I
got
know what you're
Photoshop
talking
and Lightroom.
We've been giving 2K a lot of
I was about to say, yeah,
attention,
to
but
play.
the other thing,
That's because
That's
it's a
the game.
popular game.
And that's the game
And
that
it's
we generally all play.
It's a popular game, and it's a fuck up.
but do
All
you
them
think
two.
do
Go
we
ahead.
think we do that because that's like the only real NBA game? Do you think the sports titles need more competition out there?
Yeah.
Everybody needs competition, bro. And challenges the other side to make a better game than their competitors.
See then, because that's when games stop looking at money. They can like marginalize off of like what the fuck they're doing and how they can just like fucking suck you dry, pause, into like them actually being like, yo, what can I put forth to make my game better? Or what can I do as far as customer service to make them choose me over somebody else? Like 2K, they had the game on lock since 2006. Cause that's when Live fucked up. Like that was
Yeah.
I remember that shit because I was a big Live. Like I ain't played a basketball game since Live. Well, you know, like I ain't liked the basketball game since Live. But yeah, like they didn't have the game on lock. And I mean, when you got it on lock like that, it's like, you know what, let's instead of coming up with new ways to you know make our customers feel like they're appreciated and you know welcome in this bitch, like, you know, let's come up with new ways on how we gonna fucking drain they fucking pockets and how we gonna nickel and dime them, and then they do it in like fucking not clever ways, but they do it in a way to make it seem like, oh, this is so realistic. Hey, I can pay for a haircut. Like no, nigga, that's not nothing. Like stop. Like see when you
Right.
when you could wow simple people like that, that's when shit goes through or whatever. Like there's no way you should have to like. I've played games to where like you have to pay for hairstyles and shit like that. Like I mean, that comes with the microtransactions. Like, if you don't want to buy it, you don't buy it. But the thing is that the fact of like when they're making it like this is like Grand Theft Auto, and every time you go from a buzz cut to dreads to a buzz cut, you gotta pay money. That is crazy. That's ridiculous. And anybody who let that shit, you know, slide is dummies, and then they know what kind of dummies that they're dealing with when you know they put this shit out. And then like you got a lot of people say like, well, you know, fuck it. Like I got dreads in real life. I'm never going to switch from dreads anyway. That's not the point. The point is that that system is in play, and there's going to be people who's going to feed that beast, and it's only going to get worse. Like
that's the scary part.
Yeah, and the thing is, like I've seen some that I've seen like and what I feel is going to happen in the near future, because like this shit is getting crazy, is like they're really about to start like they about to turn games into something totally different. Like I didn't see the advertisements like creeping in the games. Like we gonna get advertisements, spam. Like they gonna start charging motherfuckers to eliminate advertisements and shit like that. Like they gonna bug you with the advertisements, so it'll be a nuisance, and then they're gonna charge you to get rid of the advertisement. Like this shit is about to get nasty.
See, and that's just because we say, why does 2K get so much spotlight? Remember for that week that they spammed every time you loaded in the game, the VC was on sale. You're like, That was last week. The promotion thing was over, but for some reason it was still stuck on the screen as soon as you load it in. VC. As soon as you switch to another
That's
screen,
because it's a
VC,
sucker born
like,
every day.
what
Just
in the
jumped on that
world?
bitch. Oh
Why?
man, I'm about to miss this sale. Let me hurry up and ching.
Yeah, this
I
ends
don't know.
in 3 hours. That was like 3 weeks ago. What?
Yeah.
Hey, boy, they say
To me, it makes me feel like all the different developers and companies are kind of in on this thing. And I don't know if EA led the way with that, but I remember back when there was multiple football games. You know, they had college football, they had this other 2K out of football game, they had
2K went
these
hard.
other things. And then Madden was like, hold up, you encroaching on my market share. And they just straight bought them out. So now that's the only game out there. And it's not just in gaming. It seems like it's even if you look back on TV shows, back in the days with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Cosby Show, and all these other things that would come out, they would have 24, 38 episodes a season. Now you're lucky if you get 10. Shows come out with 10. And it's like games now put so much distance between the real title releases that when they come out, they almost dominate because there's nothing really out there that you want to play to compete with it. So you just can't end up playing the same thing for a long time.
yeah.
And I'm like, is that a way for them to stretch their dollars, or what's going on?
Maybe
with that?
you spend less money because if I make the lifespan of the game super short, you'll finish it, beat it, and then you'll be ready for the next one. We'll just drop the next one, in a couple of months.
Sucker born every day. Think about PUBG for Xbox One. That game not even finished, and they brought it over to Xbox as a port for $30. The game not even finished by itself. It's still in alpha, but they sold it
Fortnite not finished.
$30. But hell, it's damn near polished.
You can't even
That's
tell.
a polish. You can't even tell that game ain't finished. That game ain't never finished because the developers ain't never finished.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
PUBG,
There's a difference.
When you start the game, you realize, oh damn, this game ain't finished. Why? Because I done jumped out of a plane with no parachute and I'm still floating to the ground.
Listen,
I floated to the ground and the building ain't rendering.
I mean, to defend PUBG, we got motherfucking AAA titles, $60 a fucking pop that's playing like PUBG. So like, and niggas are buying it.
What are those games? Name those games that are still.
I mean that'll like I will have to I had to open up the Bible and go back to like way back in the day, and I'll kind of be sad because like Red Dead Redemption will kind of fall into that because like I remember the first day I jumped on Red Dead Redemption was glitchy as fuck. There's games that like if you got to have a day one patch, you failed your fucking launch, bro. Like I don't care what nobody say. Like how the fuck you drop a beta? You drop an alpha, you drop a beta, you drop a closed beta, closed alpha,
open alpha,
and then you start, and then you make them, mind you, you making niggas jump through hoops to test your game. That's another thing because betas and alphas are meant for is helping you, but they treat it like it's the opposite way, like they're helping us.
Like it's a privilege, yeah, like it's a privilege to play this shit.
Like you would have to take motherfuckers and pay them to test your game or whatever. You let in however many motherfuckers play your game, so it's more of a chance that somebody complains about a bug or a glitch. Mm-hmm. So they allow you to play this game for however many like weeks or whatever, but they learn nothing. They have taken the beta and they have made it to where it's hype for their game and not serving the purpose of fixing and polishing their game. Because like I remember when I first started testing betas, like fucking PlayStation motherfucking 3 days or whatever, there was like a fucking form that you would have to fill out, right? And you would submit information and shit like that. They will fucking reward you for spotting fucking bugs and shit like that. Like this was a whole totally different game. You were helping the fucking company or whatever, and they would let you know, like if you spotted a bug, I think it was like on Mag, like if you spotted like a bug or fucking bug or whatever, like
I don't want to remember, man.
You get like a special like it was like a special thing on side of your name and shit like that. They would basically they will make sure that they was letting you know, like, yo, we appreciate it. Granted, it wasn't like no bread or nothing like that, but to still have that and nobody else had that in the game or whatever, it was like, all right, like, you know, like I did something. It just separated me from different, you know, from other people and shit like that. And this is them showing their gratitude towards me. And it's not the opposite way around, like, yo, like I'm begging you to play your game or whatever, or like you're doing me like a favor or something. But that's what they're doing. Like these betas are for hype and hype only, because I don't understand how you could go through like 5 to 7 motherfucking stages of testing, stress testing, and all that shit, and then you still come out and you have a day one fucking patch. What have you missed? Like what could you possibly have missed through all of those stages or whatever, to where you still have to have a day one patch? I don't understand.
And all of the games that you start day 1, day 2, first week, and you can't get on the servers.
Oh, Dragon Ball. What Dragon Ball Xenoverse? The first one. A bunch of us got on. Jay Good didn't get on for like a month, and then he just gave up.
I just stopped playing that shit. Yeah.
And once again, like I said, like that shit's crazy, because you like there was a stress test for that game, there was a fucking closed alpha for that fucking game, and it's like, once again, what are you doing with the information that you're getting by putting all these motherfuckers on your game and allowing them to come on your game, to where there's a day one patch that needs to be made, because I paid my fucking 60 and now I can't play my fucking game, and there's no reimbursement or nothing. It's just like, all right, yeah, it is what it is. Like we just gonna patch it, and that's become the norm, because you didn't deliver as a company. You didn't deliver. I'm pretty sure, like when you go and you start playing the game and you accepting all those motherfucking terms and shit, I'm pretty sure somewhere in those terms is stopping you from being able to be entitled for any type of like reimbursement or some compensation for you not being able to play day one or whatever. But still, the shit's crazy, because you go through all these fucking levels and all these tests for nothing to be done. So it just proves to me, or you're just simply hyping your game up and you're not learning anything. And 2, you don't give a fuck, because nobody's making it an issue. Nobody's stressing it. Nobody's pressing them about it. Like, yo, how is this day one and I can't play my fucking game? Or it's not enough people, stressing somebody over the fact somebody can't play their game on day one.
Listen, you would think with all the gaming companies, more games come out, the better to be for the consumer. But it actually didn't got worse. You didn't have a lot of people making a lot of games and shit. It was more so for the people, like, because they knew they couldn't fuck up, because it was only about 10 game markets out here really doing what they supposed to be doing. Now the shit kind of watered down. Listen, you might get you an 8-ball, you might have to smoke that bitch a week just to get high. I'm telling you, they selling bullshit, calling it blue magic, and we smoking that shit every time.
I think that's kind of back to what Jada said.
Whoa, robot. Oh,
Okay, Sully becoming human.
Is that better?
No.
Sully becoming human over there.
Hey, boy. Let me hear you say, I am Sparta.
What'd you do? It was clear just a second ago.
I have no idea.
Okay, the ghetto T-Pain.
Wow, his mic get germed up, boy.
But
anything? 1, 2.
No.
The same thing. Did you unplug it and plug it back in?
I'm gonna try that now.
But see, the thing is that like this shit would have been released if PlayStation and Xbox was an open platform like how PC is. And well, go ahead, something, let me hear.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Clear. Okay.
Yeah, like if if PlayStation, Xbox, or whatever was an open platform like PC was, where like you can hop on and you can, if you had the skills and you had the team, you can make your own game and had like these alphas or whatever, and you know how these indie games throw out these alphas and these betas, and they making hella fucking money, and basically their alphas and betas are like the equivalents of complete games, but they're telling you that it's not a complete game, because basically that's what these AAA titles are selling us, is buggy alpha and betas, and we just ride with it until it's fucking finished, because they constantly patching it. But you got these games, these indie games that are fucking making these AAA titles look like straight trash. They're innovative, and not only are they innovative, they have way better customer support, way better, game support than these AAA fucking titles. It's making millions and billions of fucking dollars off of this shit. But if, like I said, if PlayStation and Xbox was an open platform like PC was, like this shit would have been ceased. AAA titles would have been had to get their shit together, and they wouldn't be out here so long or whatever, doing the same shit, recycling the same shit, because you game on PC, bro, and you like if you meet some friends on there and you start talking to them or whatever, the last thing you'll probably hear them niggas ever mention is a AAA title. Them niggas ain't gonna be like, oh, I can't wait till the next Assassin's Creed. Like them niggas are saying shit that you probably don't even know what the fuck they even talking about, because like it is a whole totally different world over there. Some games people are looking forward to, but for the most part, it's so many. Like you could just buy a PC and fucking just download free games and be entertained, and they're better than the motherfucking bullshit ass games that we pay 60 plus fucking bucks for all the shit that they taxing on with little dolls and posters that you pay 40 extra bucks for and shit like that. Like they only getting away with this shit is because it's like they're locking on their block or whatever. They got bullshit motherfucking product, and they're like, you know what? We got bullshitting product, but we're not about to let niggas see what the real dope tastes like or whatever. We're gonna leave them niggas, we gonna leave them niggas in the cold with this one or whatever. We ain't allowing no block with this shit. And that's why they just do ports of certain motherfucking titles, because they could have been launched a fucking service to empower indie games to do that. But the thing is they big blockbuster titles, because like let's not forget, Xbox is Microsoft. I mean, Xbox have Microsoft, and Microsoft also has a studio that creates games for their console. PlayStation still has, Sony studios and all that shit that creates game for their console or whatever. So you have other games like, Rockstar and shit that don't have nothing to do with, Sony or whatever, that port their games over. But the thing is that if they allow this to be an open source, their fucking exclusive titles and all the money that they get off of that shit, it comes directly to them, and they don't gotta, divvy up and pay and hash out money to nobody or whatever. Those will essentially just be shitted on. Like nobody's going to be looking forward to those things, so they gotta limit the amount of fucking dope games that even come over on this bitch. Like, and only time a dope game even come over here is when it's hot demand.
Who do you think you is, Frank Lucas, dear? Dropping all the gems.
Dill said he been in the game for a minute.
Man, you know.
All right, before we close out, I want to play the. I could play two, but I think I got at least one good one. The Walking Dead official trailer, right? New first-person zombie game, 2018.
And it better be finished. A finished game.
I see if I can get with a meme. Calm down.
Yeah.
All right.
He cut in the stream. He cut in the.
That nigga had a DMX look on his face.
That's right. I'm tired of being held hostage for games, getting these bum games. Let's go.
Yeah, he did.
Let me see if I can transition into this. This is the first time we're doing this, so let's pray for the best. And if it don't work, hopefully I can come right back to this screen without it looking crazy.
Don't work, we'll fix it.
Awkward silence. Awkward silence.
No, he did, bro.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey.
Wait, is my mic?
I can hear
y'all. Wait. What?
No, play it. Oh.
I thought you were saying something important. Like, that's not it.
No, play it. Trailer.
Oh, you know what? Let me see. I can just.
Let me turn it down a little bit. All right, I turned the trailer down. Yeah, we can hear you on the trailer. I like that. See, but this is what I hate. The digital, like this digital movie, what you call it? This is something like I would watch, like the DVD version movie of this.
Yeah, that's like the theatrical cutscenes.
Oh, he got sick. He got bit. Hey, don't hesitate.
Oh, man.
Let me know when it EMP.
All right.
Late.
Oh, that's how she. All right, Chung Lee.
This is how
All right, it's over.
So that's one of the games I'll be looking for. Yeah. Good job to P. Pull that shit off. That's what's up.
Boy, that's a. Boy, trying to get that done during the movie time. Boy, that's a tricky little move right there. Oh man, he left. I should have edited that piece right there too.
Yeah, you kind of cut our faces out, but it's all good though. Django had to dip out and shit. So
Shout out to the boy Knucklehead community. Hey, that was good though. Hey, now I know I can add videos or content like you said, Dill, into the stream and being able to incorporate it with the smooth transition. Well, I like that. Every time we do it, I get better and better and more knowledge and something else that I might not have been able to do the last time.
hey, I'm proud of you. But anyway, we're about to wrap this up. What I want to tell the people is we're gonna start trying to do a little giveaway. I don't know if we're gonna do it every week or every 2 weeks. It ain't gonna be nothing big, so I don't be expecting no fucking PS4 box. I'm not gonna be like that.
I'm expecting the Mercedes C63.
See, look,
No.
Jager, you know what that is, Jager? Other than it being in the car, have you seen it in the magazine yet?
No, I don't
It's
speak.
not in the magazine yet, exactly.
Listen, bro, I don't speak rich talk. So when he got to talking, it sounded like he was speaking Chinese. I was just
That's who called him and told him about the car. That's why we don't know about it. He the only one that know about it. Him and a few other people.
Yeah, you know his shirt. That plain ass black T-shirt cost $6,000. That shit made from lamb.
They just skinned him and flipped it inside out and put the collar on it.
Yeah, boy,
So that the lamb's skin is on the inside against his body, the smoothness.
Dragon
Bro, they sit there in a warehouse. They sit there and waited for the lamb to be born. As soon as it was born, they slaughtered it, made that shirt $6,000.
And then put it in a suitcase and mailed it to him.
Yeah, with his name embroidered on the inside in gold, but it's on the inside.
For a small, actually, we don't even do a fee. We might actually give a giveaway of this $4,000 shirt. Upcoming
Golly.
Hey, the
and
profit.
If you don't want to pay the $4,000 for the $4,000, hey, for $50, Dill can make that same shirt in his sweatshop between him and Gerv. They can make that same shirt with your name embroidered on the inside. If you go to Lou Gamers Community, you can order you a lambskin shirt from his business. You
too can wear an NYPD shirt.
Look at you see his ring? Oh no. Oh no.
It almost blinded the light. Bling.
Hey, why you gonna let him talk about your police shirt?
What you mean? This is a nice police shirt. I got it straight from NY.
Dang.
I ain't buy it from Florida. I was in New York and I was like, yo, I want to represent New York.
No,
There's
I
obviously
think they just threw that to your ass. You just had the fat cop body and shit. It was
get out of here.
But this
No,
shit-
we was right there at the plaza, and I was like, "Yo, I gotta get me one of these official New York T-shirts." It was like, "What size you got?" Boom, Rhonda got it for me. Bam, and I've had it ever since.
Yeah, they threw you some donuts and some coffee, and y'all sat down and talked about the good times as police officers. But anyway, we're gonna do some giveaways, man. We don't know exactly what, but we're gonna do something. We're gonna figure some shit out, man. I want to apologize for us for the hiatus and shit. It's been a lot of shit going on and shit, so
Yeah,
we ain't been able to do this as frequently as we like. But we plan on getting this shit down packed. We're trying to have this shit every week, maybe twice a week, or it cuts throughout the week where maybe one or two of us or three of us, or just so y'all can interact with us and stuff like that. So
get to know
I
who
mean,
we are. Hey, I put it up in the chat. Join us on our social media, Family Gaming Community at Facebook, Family Gaming for you at YouTube. You can join our Discord. You get a chance to chop it up with all of us. Maybe get a chance to put some of your input in on some of the future podcasts if there's something that you would like to talk about or for us to talk about. Subscribers definitely get priority into coming and being featured in one of the podcasts and come and actually hang out with us, talk with us, and voice some of your opinions on whatever the conversation is that we plan on having at the time. But yeah,
yeah. Also, shit, subscribers. Y'all may get the chance to actually play games with us as well because we do play video games. And we won't get mad at the subscribers if y'all ask. If y'all ask, then I mean, it's just we just gonna have to take that out.
but if you're a follower and we let you play with us and you trash,
Hey,
Booted.
that's one of
Yeah.
the perks of being a subscriber, man.
look, that no matter what the excuses on why you kept getting killed, why you was underleveled, why you overfed, we'll just be like, hey, you was a subscriber. Are you ready to go to the next match? But if you're just a
Anybody got
follower, we're gonna do you like LeBron did J.R. Smith, boy. Straight to the bench you go.
Hey, bro, you gonna get off Jr. Bro? That man made one mistake.
Listen, he made the mistake at the crucial time
It's not his fault.
when you're supposed to shine as a superstar. That should never be your.
Right. Just to give 20 seconds on that before we completely sign out. Just on that little topic.
If this is something bad,
If
I'm gonna cut the whole stream
LeBron
off in the middle.
should not have put him in that position if he manned up and been the franchise player and the supposed GOAT and taken that last shot.
Time.
And that's it. We're out of here.
Oh my gosh.
Good to be back. Good to see y'all guys. Hit us up. And
We out. Oh my goodness! Right when Rhonda started calling too.
Boy.
Hey, right on time.
All right, it's down.
Yeah.